Cepheus once sentenced serpents to death for becoming a Laurent himself, leading to his ascension. Cepheus is God to those who bring law into their own hands or seek to right injustices they themselves have suffered.
Yikes.
So she just beat the judge of the gods?
Most of the constellation are relatively similar in power. There are a couple of minor deities. Cepheus is not one of them. The god of gods, if that's what you're thinking of, is Andromeda. Andromeda places the constellations within the sky. So no, she hasn't been the judge of gods, but Cepheus is often one who settles disputes between gods, or manages gods who've become unruly or turned aside or seek to rise above their station.
Oh, like the... like Ravenesca.
Yeah, like Ravenesca.
That doesn't
I wonder if
good.
she absorbed his power when she beat him.
That is not something that Sullivan, or in fact anyone else present, would really be able to even theoreticize on. You would have to speak to...
No, that's just me.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you would have to speak to a cleric of extreme power to really get any understanding of that.
Bothersome.
Yeah.
So, if we've figured out that Ravenesca just defeated a literal god, I'm guessing, considering what it took, even from me, let alone what it would have taken from the others as well, I'm guessing she can't do that in a hurry anytime soon. But
to be fair, she is also a
the
god.
last of them fall.
Has... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Does anyone, Fox maybe, do you know where this battle between gods might have taken place? On a different plane, or just very, very high up in the sky?
Would I know? Where do gods like to tussle?
Yeah, the realms of gods are
where
many
they
and everywhere, really. So it's almost like two planes of existence fighting against each other. So in between the planes, the closest you could get is the astral plane, I guess. Really as a place of existence without material. The effects are happening on the material plane, the very plane that you yourselves are walking. And I suppose on the shadow plane, because that is also the plane that you yourselves are walking, as it now exists within your material plane.
Yeah.
But if the gods are fighting amongst each other, why wouldn't Andromeda step in?
Yeah, that's
because
kind of my
Andromeda is
thinking.
only the god of the constellation, right? You would also have, for example, Corallon, or Lathandra, or Mistra, or Eo, or... The gods of various pantheons especially try not to get involved with each other because such battles could have immense consequences and cause whole new campaigns called the Sundering.
Like Sundering.
I guess we're all on the same page. But yes, usually, especially within different pantheons, Andromeda might be expected to settle the problem with Cepheus being gone, but Ravenesca was not part of the constellation. Ravenesca was the Raven Queen. She wasn't even a deity until 150 years ago. So maybe a little bit more. You're not sure. To whom would it fall? And if those gods were to try and put her down, what would the effects be? No, in fact, Sullivan, as a member of the Dawn Guard, you would know that primarily in situations like these, the way the gods tend to solve their problems is channeling their power through mortals.
If only we had a religious paladin. Too bad we don't.
No, but the Dawn Guard...
Obi's a little religious.
Yeah, the Dawn Guard themselves know of these sort of strengths.
Just a little bit,
well,
though.
and, Fox is in their own way religious, as is Zavril and I'm sure Callum and Obi too, even if it's only that you pay tribute to Mistra, right? Plenty of magic in you guys' worlds. Are you more a Nomish leader, follower?
What does Flandel Steelskin think about all this?
Flandel Steelskin isn't renowned for thinking much about much when it comes to other people.
That's Callum's god.
Yeah, he's a very gentle god.
Obi follows the god of knowledge.
Ogma?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Denier.
Oh, Daenerys. Okay, two different sort of... God, Daenerys is the god of learning, specifically.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Glacius is an atheist.
A
newly formed atheist.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't have to follow a god.
His armor.
You don't have to follow a god, but you will acknowledge that gods exist. I mean,
Well, no.
yeah,
Not in the case that gods don't exist.
Just
but
you don't
more
like them.
Just he
Yeah.
just doesn't have faith in them anymore after
Okay.
seeing everything he's seen on the front lines. But
That's
he
very
was
fair.
before he went to the front lines. He was a very religious person.
Yeah.
So,
Go
I
ahead.
do have a question from. I don't know if I would have read from this from like books of the folklore and history and such, but were there any recorded times of the loss of a god before that?
Literally, Fox told you about them about 7.5 minutes ago.
No, is it? Oh, right. I
Yeah,
mean,
Fox
about
told
how-
you that certain minor deities have fallen from grace and they've lost their powers due to lack of worship or sort of falling out of favor within the gods. You've never heard of one being killed.
Ripped from?
Right, but okay. So because of the falling out of favor, I'm guessing you wouldn't have known when the last one was really.
No.
Just faded into obscurity.
Not only that, but you certainly know that no god has disappeared or fallen from the sky in well over 5,000 years.
So this is truly a first.
Alright, well, good night, everybody.
Which
Do
is
we
somewhat
know,
Can
significant.
anyone sleep on that? Jesus. If
Do we know how long ago the Shadow Veil appeared? Like,
So
or
the
Shadow
Shadow
Veil
Veil
making-
first appeared on the lands of Lystris 150, 160 years ago. At least they
So
first
around
appeared
when
in,
Ravnica
in
ascended.
force. You don't know when Ravnica ascended. That is the date that people are appending to it, is when they first saw the Shadow Veil appear.
Okay.
However, there are rumours that lands out to the east fell to the Shadow Veil before Lystris. So it's potentially a lot longer than that. You also, when the Shadow Veil first made their appearance as a known presence, various leaders of the East were already infiltrated. So they fell like dominoes. You know, it was in the state of about 3 or 4 years. 2 or 3 lands were lost as their leaders just handed them over, basically, to the Shadow Veil because they'd been infiltrated. It was only the magical borders of Sogravia that prevented it from the infiltration that were in place to prevent wars between Sogravia and other places within the land.
I was just about to ask that.
The most sort of regular assessment is that Ravnica ascended something like 200 years ago. But like most things the Raven Queen did, she did it cloaked in darkness, shadow, and mystery.
If she was able to take that power and kill a god, are the magical wards of Sogravia really that powerful that she hasn't just wiped it out of existence?
Well, it did say, or it is kind of implied that this took a lot out of her to do, and as we can see from several other people who probably have other shards of the Shadow Plane in them, it hurt a lot of followers for her to do this.
Sure. I will add to that, though, Ashrin, that you're right, the wards of Sogravia would be fairly negligible to Ravnica if she waved her hands at them. But operating in the realms of the gods is a lot easier for a god than operating in the material plane. Usually gods have to make those effects through mortals. Making an extended appearance on the material plane, although that may be Ravnica's current existence, she's within the plane of shadow, right? Affecting the material plane directly would be an exponential amount of effort and would provoke the stepping in of other gods.
At least we have that going for us.
But in theory, it would be possible through a champion or an avatar. But
That is indeed how she acts. I mean, the Shadow Veil have been trying to bring down the walls of Sogravia for a long time, but you've got to remember that there are champions and avatars of many, many different gods. You know, elven, human, and the constellation, etc., that are also defending Sogravia, right? You would assume, Ashrin, that would be overstepping her bounds.
Another question, if she fears the gods would step in on the mortal plane, why does it seem like they didn't step in to protect their own?
Don't have anybody qualified to answer that question.
I don't think the gods are
Very
friends with
good
each
question.
other. I think they just coexist.
They're co-workers.
That is
exactly.
definitely one take. You don't have anyone specifically qualified to answer that question, but Ashrin, you do get the impression that everything that Raveneska is doing has not been done before. So,
She's like,
the answers to those
mortal.
questions could only be theoretized about. They can't actually be answered. Apart from by her.
If it hasn't happened before, perhaps it's more that he was caught unawares.
And it's probably the gods are probably trying to figure out now, like, what do we do to something like this? Right? If this hasn't been done before, there's no state lines or rules of where it stops, where punishment would then take place, and so...
The bureaucracy.
Yeah.
But you'd
bureaucracy.
think that they would have, if this was a possibility, that they'd have safeguards in place in case it ever did happen.
I mean, a god openly attacking another god, and, you know, that's not something that's ever been heard of before. You know, it's kind of like a general rule that, you know, the gods might not get along, but they're not gonna, like, go out of their way to actively try to kill each other. Not on, like, the material sense, killing their followers, but, like, the physical sense of them attacking each other, right? That would be like us in the party just openly turn around and we kill the other person. Like, it's just not something that is in our minds to think about, because deep down, as much as we want to think that, like, oh, we'd be shut up.
There's a lot of glances going back and forth between those two.
Maybe you wouldn't be okay with it.
Well, no,
Are you
it's
talking
gets
shit
his
again?
sword.
What are you talking about?
It's more of a case
He's
of
rambling.
what I'm trying to say is that, like, it's everyone is caught off guard right now, right? And as much as we want to believe the gods have all the answers, I mean, clearly they're probably having to figure out what they are going to do about it. However, it isn't. None of us have any sort of knowledge on the gods whatsoever to guess what is going through their heads. So we can sit here and speculate all night, but we're not going to get anywhere.
Josh, you said?
I was just going to say, the gods don't make any sense.
Yeah.
To have all that power and influence and to not be able to act.
I think for once you and I agree.
But if there's one thing...
Who are you?
Zabel?
There's one thing that I can say that we do know. Considering how stubborn and slow to act even, you know, mortal people in this realm are, to consider those for whom time is essentially not an objective thing that affects them. Would they even do anything, considering that they are essentially timeless? Would they ever come to a decision to do anything?
Hopefully the fact that they've just been shown that their time is not without end will kick them in the pants.
Well, also that they need people to worship them for them to have power, so... Yeah,
Most, yeah. Not all, but most.
They're like Tinkerbell.
You'd hope, but, like, even in Crisis, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Even in Crisis, really, like, mortals can be even, you know, cripplingly slow to act.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of which...
Speaking of time, Zabel, how are you feeling?
Whatever Raveneska just did there, well, we have an idea of roughly what, but whatever it exactly was, it took a lot from me.
Out of 100, how are you?
17.
Pretty much near to halfway dead, my friend.
60.
Pretty much near to halfway dead.
So Sullivan, you might have to cancel that date.
Oh, something ridiculous.
We definitely have a lot less time than I thought we did. I can be around for sure to see the conclusion of what's going on with these giants. And, well, considering the complication of Ashrin's situation now, I would hope to be around to be able to resolve that as well. But much past that.
Ashrin's situation?
What Ashrin's situation?
The demon that's chasing
her.
Oh, I like the way you think that's
Yeah, from the
Ashrin's
ambulance.
situation.
No, totally my problem.
The demon is following you all to make sure that you all deal with the helmet. It's just that Ashwin dies if you don't do it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean by Ashwin's situation, because it's Ashwin's...
Perhaps we could call it the Ashwin situation. It's not just hers. It doesn't just belong to her. Get the hell while you're dead.
Like Zavril, this is your situation.
No, that is true. This is Zavril's
situation,
situation, yes. But anyway.
Much past, being able to recover the helmet.
What if this thing kills Ashwin and we just revive her immediately when he's gone? How do we like that plan?
I don't really like that plan.
I don't like that plan either.
What if we magic...
veto that plan?
Not only that, but a lot of things killed by demons tend to stay dead.
What?
Well, what if we magically disguise you? Then they won't notice you. You could be the new Zavril.
What if you go to bed?
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
that.
guys, I'm really
I was gonna
tired.
offer
I'm
my
going
plan.
back
My
to bed.
plan. That was my plan.
Yes, I'm really interested in this, but I am gonna gently move us along a little bit. It's fair to say the conversation peters on into the late hours of the night, but you can have a long rest. Waking
Is
in the
Zavril going
morning.
back to bed? Does he have to make the save again?
Yes, but no. So it is fair to say this was a separate occurrence. But in light of this, the continuation of this doesn't affect him any further. You guys begin the following morning with a little bit of a worry, really. More worries. How annoying. As you wake this morning, the sky is nowhere near as bright as it should be. In fact, it is full of shadow.
I was right.
Guys, why can't we get a win? Why does everything gotta be so fucking hard for us?
Looking up at the sky, those of you who are super experienced in what should be going on and what it currently looks like. We are not in a Nordic city. Thanks for that. Would assess that this isn't a permanent situation. In fact, you just hope that it would be gone by like midday or so. It looks like the aftermath of last night. And it does feel strange traveling in twilight at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's also super convenient for people who benefit from things that happen at dusk during the evening.
So is this just like foggy and hazy, or is it?
No, it's
like,
dark.
just
It looks like it's 8 p.m. and it's not.
right.
It's like it's winter.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's an eclipse.
Yes, that's more
Winter is
like it.
coming.
That's much more like it.
Yeah.
It's like an eclipse.
That's good.
Okay. There's like a temporary darkness that is shrouding the earth. Allowing
Vampires are coming out to play.
cloaks to give you +1 armor class. And as you
So weird.
as you begin your journey up through the mountains once again. Laura, you weren't here last week. Let's have a D100 from you. You have a hearty breakfast. It's about 11 a.m. I'm wandering along the road.
We have stone
73.
balls.
73. Is that correct? 73?
Yep.
Oh. Give me a Constitution save, Ashrin.
Good.
Is this against this is against poison? You have any
Not plants, by chance?
no, I don't think there was any plants in your breakfast.
Oh. Nice one, Glacier.
Listen, I made stone bowls for breakfast, okay? Like,
Where are the veg?
That's a 7.
A 7. Yeah, you don't think that the food was off or rotten, but whatever Glacier's cooked really disagrees with you. For the next 8 hours, you'll have the poison condition.
Ouch.
No. No.
You think you can cure bellyache with lesser restoration? Is that what we're going with?
well, now it's a greater.
Give it a medicine
You
check.
said poison condition.
Yeah, that's the effect. Give me a medicine check.
Nah, I don't know.
No.
Let's just put something weird in it.
Listen,
Yikes.
language dwarves. This is dwarven cereal, okay? Like, that's
You've solved so many complicated illnesses and diseases, but the simple food poisoning is very confusing. No, it would seem that even curing this would cause as much trouble as it would solve, as Ashwin would be ejecting. and that would render her fairly useless. So let's just leave her feeling a little sick instead.
So is it just Ashrin that's feeling that, or is
Yeah,
it?
it's just Ashrin.
With us now with
It's
food.
really
Oh,
rough.
okay.
It's not often that the D100s target a single person, but sometimes they do. Sucks to be an elf today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really.
And as you continue further on up the road, Ashrin, probably with disadvantage, I will take a survival check. Is it ability checks poisoned? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Ability checks and attack rolls. That's what we know.
That's 11.
11. You see some odd tracks on the side of the road. They are off the road, but as you look at them, they don't make any sense. Basically, it looks like two creatures came together, and then crossed paths ever so slightly, and then vanished completely out of existence.
Cool.
What sort of creature? What are the footprints?
They
look
come
like?
from about 60 feet away in each direction, so 60 feet in either direction. Once they cross paths, they go for about another 10 to 12 feet, and then they disappear. These creatures have large claws, are bipedal, so they're running on two legs, and perhaps a three-pronged toe. You can't help but look down at Glacius' feet as you are thinking about it. Though Glacius might be wearing boots. Glacius might be wearing boots, but might not. But yeah, you would think like a dragonborn or a lizard folk or something. Some sort of humanoid, bipedal. Maybe a bit bigger than Glacius. Cross paths, and after about 10 feet, just vanish.
Why?
I will look at it and think, kind of odd, and then I will just keep walking because I cannot be bothered to think about things.
That is very fair.
Listen, blame the dwarves and their cereal, okay? It's not my fault.
Okay. As you continue on up the road, you see a second set of tracks cutting across your path. And these particular tracks are very easy to understand. This is a giant's footprint. And it leads forwards, the way you are going. And it is here, as the clouds part ever so slightly, you do get to see, up above, the tower standing above the Cloud Temple's torchlight, bright in the shadowy darkness that is this strange morning twilight. And we'll take a short break. Oh, hello, and welcome back to... welcome back. Yes, welcome back. That's it. That's the new line. Done.
Welcome back!
As you were travelling along these roads, Ashrin, you saw some strange bipedal claws, and then a giant's footprint. And now, a different track. A scorch on the earth, a burn mark. And what appears to be two deep imprints, almost landing marks, of a different sort of paw. A paw with pads and claws. Go ahead and give me your survival check.
Is this near the giant footprint, or...?
A little further along the road. Not that much.
Okay.
23.
23. You follow these tracks a little way off the road, and you know that this creature landed, and yet it has the paws of a lion. It is not long before you hear a strange, almost garbled noise off to the left of the road. No, it's almost like a...
Was it that?
No, it's a bit like the chittering of a horse combined with a slightly draconic snarl.
Mm-hmm, yeah, okay, I think.
Yes, I think you
James.
know what this is, yes, dear.
Some kind of creature, perhaps.
How does attuning and unattuning work in this world?
Unattuning to an item can take time sometimes, depending on the item. Attuning is instant. What's the item?
Because I was thinking of giving my Paria of proof against poison to Ashrin.
Won't
remove
solve
the
the food
poison
poisoning.
condition.
Won't solve the food poisoning, I'm afraid.
Okay.
It is only the effect. It is not actually a poisoning of sorts. It is just that it is easier for me to say to Ashrin, you've got a poisoned effect, as it is to say
Sure.
you have
Yeah,
disadvantage
yeah.
on all your abilities and attack rolls.
You're on your own,
which is
kid.
yes, you are on your own. That is most true. And Ashrin, you quickly realize that these creatures, these chimeras that you know of, are in the area, and they are on the defensive. In fact, it looks like they chased away two dragonborn or lizard folk, perhaps. And even the giant seems to have taken caution and left the road. But you, however, get no chance, as ever so suddenly you see two of them snarling up at you from the left side of the path. I've put you on the map. And I will ask you to roll initiative.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yes, there is a waterfall approaching in the distance. You can hear it.
Well,
Damn, what happened to
Am I
everyone's
the only
health?
person underwater?
it's more like
Yeah, I'm not seeing any map.
Okay, everyone is. Great.
we're in a different
Reload.
kind of void. Oh, okay,
Reload
let me
in it
reload.
We're in the
Episode.
white void.
This is different
What?
than the usual Callum void.
The
Hold on, I'm
map wasn't
refreshing.
showing up like at all. It was just like this weird.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
I don't know what color this is.
I've
but it
done
was-
nothing. Is it just taking time to load? Is that what you mean?
I refreshed and it fixed
No,
it.
Oh, there we go.
I
Yeah, it's
refreshed
fine.
and it's fine.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what you
Yeah,
guys
it
were
was just a
seeing.
white.
Because it ain't
It was
this.
just a white void.
Are you
Damn.
are you now in the dark Callum void, or are you present?
No, I can see normally.
Fantastic.
Callum is
Roll
big.
initiative.
Oh well.
Oh,
I would like to not see anymore. Look at
by
this
the way, as
thing
well,
over here.
my daily routine. I need to make this a daily routine as well. Make sure it's all the time there. My 1d8 additional to Ashron
Okay.
from the Gift of Alacrity.
Not gonna help that much, but it might help a little.
Yikes.
I don't know. What's 11 plus?
17.
That's not bad.
That's still pretty good.
I'm missing Glacius and
Nat
Callum,
1
please.
for a 17.
Callum, you got a 15, and
Yes.
Glacius.
I got a 10.
Okay. As this idyllic area is your backdrop. Oh. I've never seen that before. Bear with. I don't even know how to stop that. Does that work? Yes. That was pretty cool. It was like showing me all the different things that were playing simultaneously. So I didn't have a stop button. Alas. A chimera comes charging out at the lot of you.
Ah!
I am going to spread you guys out a little bit just before I do this, because otherwise it seems a little harsh. Probably like this, maybe, I think, is fair.
That's probably the front of the path, right? I mean, it's probably.
It was hitting you regardless. I will say it is a 15-foot cone. That's nice, isn't it? It's going to come a little closer. Definitely coming a little closer. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh.
Haha.
Take your pick.
No, please.
Uh oh.
I'll pick these three.
Wow.
No, right in my face.
Right in my.
Ah.
There we go. I pick you three. Deck saves.
It's just Fox's feet, really. Just,
Listen, Fox is known
Am I
for
short?
having really
Am I
cold
short
feet.
enough where this goes over my head?
No. The creature leans down right to the ground and then sort of raises its head slightly. In fact, it's almost like an upward trajectory. It's sort of
ow, rude.
scratch you. This fire burns at the three of you. If you got below a 15, which I believe is Fox only, which was you got a 19, and Zavril, you got a 19. Fantastic.
19.
So, Fox, you take the full brunt of this, which is weird considering you were almost at the edge of it.
It's just
And
the tip
take 34 fire damage. The other two will take 17.
I would like to use my reaction and make that a 0, please.
Why?
Shieldmaster.
Okay. This creature leaps on over here and repeats the action, but it's you three. Deck save, please.
Wow. I never would have seen this coming.
How woo?
How did I not?
Pretty good.
Oh wait, we get a plus 5. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm
yes.
next to Sullivan, so that'll be
Believe on-
higher. But,
Oh,
Just
aren't you
basis
guys
as well,
lucky?
please.
Wow. I got a 14.
Great. So you will take 43 fire damage. Callum and Sullivan, you will take half.
I'll
Okay.
use my reaction to take 0 from Shieldmaster.
Okay, and it is now your turn.
Wow. I'm gonna absorb
Tom,
elements also.
Did you say it's now my turn?
It is now your turn, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! I had Indomitable. Fuck me.
I'll go here just so I can actually see this thing.
Okay.
And I will attack.
Give me a perception check as you do so.
Oh, bastard. Perception. Oh, fuck me.
You can clearly see the two up to your right. Yeah. along the
Oh,
path.
nat 20 for a 33.
You can
please.
clearly see your two up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you do see this one here, and you know this one over there, but you do also make out ever so slightly down to your southwest that there might be more.
Okay.
Damn,
I'll,
Sullivan,
with a
you did a
nat
really
20,
good job talking.
There are two more.
okay, I'll tell everyone. I'll
Yep.
gesture. There's 2 down there. And then that's a 19. That's a 28 to hit this.
A
Chimera.
28 will definitely hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. And I will also put in a smite.
Okay.
So that is 20 altogether, if
Yeah.
you don't need it split.
Mhm.
And then I'll attack again. And that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 13 altogether.
Nice.
And
Is that you?
oh, I should have done this before. Bonus action shove.
Okay. You shove at it with your shield, but it's grounded on 4 legs, and its tail is sort of planted in, and you don't really get any action on the shove.
Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. Obi. I love how you've changed your character name to Esu Worm. I love that. Little dragon. What are you doing?
He's gonna go right here,
Okay.
and he's gonna look at the Chimera and say, "I can do that too."
Breathe fire?
Breathe a cone.
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
If it's a cone match, you can hit just that character. That's no problem. You don't need to use it.
It's
But he has to
cool if
show
we use
him.
You can use it if you wish, but yeah.
Period.
Probably wouldn't use it in
Oh,
that
sorry.
direction.
I'm just gonna put it down just so I can show my cone. Yeah. And move it. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the monster think of that cone?
Cold.
Yeah.
I need a con save.
Get a load of this.
Con save.
Get a
Got
cold
a
of
cone
this.
with an ice cream on the top. It's an 11. He's flummoxed by the power of your cone.
That's a fail. Second level rhymes binding eyes. I rolled like dog shit on my 3d8.
Isn't he also restrained though?
Sorry. So sorry.
Well, there's an additional 5 because it's cold damage, but
Yeah.
so it's 12.
Isn't he also restrained though, Matt?
Who's restrained?
Isn't failing
Failed
Ryan's
to
binding
save?
ice make him restrained?
I
Shit,
believe
I'm
so.
gonna get the spell.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It's hindered by ice formation for 1 minute, or until another creature
it
with
just says that?
uses action to break the ice. Yeah, let me ping it.
Speed is reduced to 0.
I got
Not
it.
restrained.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so its speed is reduced to 0. It is not restrained, however, but until it takes its action, it's stuck how it is. Okay, cool. That's pretty fantastic.
And I'm going to run away. I don't like being in his space.
Okay. He will claw at you as you move away.
Yes.
That is a 16 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to make a miss with
Okay.
shield.
We should no longer name spells. We should just name their effects. I use my reaction to make him miss. I'm gonna put down a cone.
That makes him
I
so
have-
much more cinematic.
I look around
I
and
have-
see if I can see any
Well,
magic.
I have 2 of reaction. I'm gonna actually use the other one where the
All right.
wings protect.
I use the other
myself,
one. So
not the
instead of making him miss, I stop him from hitting.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Ashrin,
Ooh,
what are you doing?
Move away from this guy.
Okay. He appears to have no reaction left, cheater.
And then I will Hunter's Mark him.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'd like to
I
know
saw
where he
Obi
is.
get pinged.
It's not at all dark here, right? Not
No.
really.
I mean, it's nighttime. It's
Yeah.
not nighttime, but it is nighttime, if you know what I mean.
But it's not
It's
dark.
eclipse time.
It's dark out.
It's twilight.
It's spooky season.
You're not... Where you're standing, you're not in dim light, but if you were to perhaps crouch in the copse of trees, you might be.
This one right here in the middle of the two beasties?
Can you even see out of that?
Nope.
You can't take a shot and you can't see!
I can see this one still.
Can you?
Yeah.
Alright, because when I look through your character's token... No, who else do you have access to?
Oh, probably Glacius?
No, probably
Obi?
Zavril.
Oh my
Zavril.
god.
Okay, just because I'm going to show you how little you can see from inside that tree here. Characters, Zavril, edit. Let's remove Alora's.
I don't even see Asher.
Alright, let's not
Take
go
your
with
shot.
that
Take your
please.
shot from there. Why don't you? She's completely blind in that tree.
We'll go in this
Ash
set
is
of
just-
trees.
I can't see.
Yeah, that is fine. That one is fine. You can take a shot at it, and you will have advantage in your first shot.
Anyone
roll.
seen Asherin? She disappeared into the trees.
Well, that's the thing is you wouldn't need to use your dark vision to see her in dark light, in dim light, right? So she genuinely would be invisible to you. Go ahead, advantage on your first shot, except north.
Yep, straight roll is
Yeah.
22.
22 will hit.
That's 25 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. That was sharpshooter damage, but I didn't say a sharpshooter number, so take 10 away from that. 15
Got it.
damage. So these next shots are disadvantaged.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, the creature can't turn around. And you are invisible to it, so...
I love it.
Okay, cool. Then it's gonna be a 19 and a 16.
Both of those will hit.
Gosh, gotta get a whole bunch of dice. $50 total.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Creature is wounded.
That's
Okay.
That's me.
No big deal.
I thought it was someone else.
I'm just gonna do something. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Holding.
Well, for anyone who's being observant, you'll notice that everything's moved one spot to the left.
My
I
god.
might actually leave Astrid much worse. But yeah, the rest of you moves one. Just because I can't control anything that's right at the edge of the map. Zavril. 'Tis your turn. This creature here is grappled but not frozen. Sullivan, yes?
Sullivan, did you say there were more?
2 to the
Yes,
far
there are
southwest.
2 more to the southwest.
Somewhere a bit.
Look at my cone. Follow my cone.
Southwest.
Incredible. Never thought a cone could be so powerful.
Oh, this is the best I can do.
What do you see?
See 2 to the
Zavril?
west, not the ones to the south. Okay. I'll try to deal with those. I would like to drop a cast of this, please. Hypnotic Pattern. I'm just gonna
Ooh. How fun.
spend my charges. Grab the asset.
Don't bother.
Oh, it hurts.
I'm sorry. It's a nat 20 and a
Wow.
20.
Bro.
Those are disgusting rolls. I'm so sorry.
That is demonic.
Yeah, that's
Such is life. Any bonus
what
action?
it is.
Jesus Christ. I knew it. When I saw that 20, I was like, well, one of them's going to succeed. Nope. Both of them succeed.
Well,
Any bonus action?
fragile shield on who am I gonna shield? Yes,
Oh, no.
Sullivan.
Cool. So you can still Fox.
Yep. I'm gonna get some distance from that one. Yeah, let's do it there. Cool. I'll start off with firing guiding bolt at that one.
Okay.
Pew pew. Ooh. That's only a 14.
A 14 will hit.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. 15 radiant.
Creature is severely wounded.
Yeah.
And the next person to hit it will have advantage.
Yep.
can't
And then
give
with
it a yellow
bonus
mark, it is
action.
Too far to the east. Oh, there we go. Got it.
Weast.
Yep. Bonus action.
Bonus action, I will go into my starry form. My right shoulder is a bit dimmer now since there's one less constellation in the sky.
Aw.
And I'm going, and it'll be the constellation of Aquila, so my archer form to start, and I'm going to fire at the severely wounded.
You're going to usurp your own advantage. Yes, go ahead, roll with advantage. Kill it.
Yeah, finish it. Finish
26
the fight.
26 will hit.
Chief.
for 14 radiant.
Oh, not quite. Creature is still very hurt, but is not dead.
Okay, so that ends me. I will tell Jazada to
Finish
strike
the
down
fight.
all those chimeras.
Let's go.
Starting with that one, so she will run up.
Yep, I believe that is only 15. Yep.
Yeah, it is only
How do
15.
I uncone? There we go. Stupid measuring tool. Everything's a cone!
This should have been
Google
titled
how to uncone.
the cone session.
An 18 will
That
hit.
is. Alright.
Toner.
That is 10 damage.
As Jazara leaps up and sort of latches her teeth onto the side of this chimera's neck, sort of pulls it down to the ground, ripping its throat out.
Which throat?
The
All of
central throat, the important throat. She is left staring only at a swirling hunter's mark, with no purchase, no target.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it just? Are you able to target her over the hunter's mark? Can you move her out?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, she's still got movement, so she
No,
will
I
not
meant like, could you
run-
genuinely pick up the token? Because sometimes these effects prevent that from happening. Yep, okay. She leaps over to the left, and that is a pounce. If you so
And
wish.
we'll make a claw attack. And we'll miss.
Oh,
Is that a natty?
Unfortunately.
Callum.
Yeah, that was a natty.
yeah. Well, alright. I don't like how we're all grouped up, but, I'm going to... I think, Callum's going to... Since I know there's a bunch more of these things, I'm gonna cast Haste on myself.
Okay.
Selfish.
So,
You're a shellfish. Shut up, prawn.
and then activate my rocket boots and take off.
Shut
And fly over here and get this one. Let's do this shit. I'm swinging my flame tongue sword. Oh, actually, I didn't activate the flames. That's a bonus action. Okay, I'll do that. Why not? Okay, so I'm swinging at this one. That is, I'm gonna do a Great Weapon Master also. Forgot.
Yeah.
It's
can do that
18 to hit.
An 18 hits.
Yay! So this, and that. An extra d6 fire from the absorb elements, and then a plus 10. So, 29? Great.
29's pretty good.
Do
it again.
That was not gonna hit. No, that's surely not gonna hit. That's a 3 on the dice with Great Weapon Master's not gonna do.
Nope.
So, let's try again. 14.
14 hits. Maybe
That's
the different Chimera have different armor class. Maybe the one over
Oh,
there
that's
was in
true.
studded leather.
That's true. I should have been presumptuous. Okay.
Shit the bed. That is 31 damage,
Right.
yeah?
31 there. That was
Holy
my
hell. Creature's
2
wounded.
attacks. Okay, I'll just do my
Okay, take
other
another 2.
attacks.
Yeah.
No, wait,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
that
I
was
forgot your
3
No, you
attacks.
used your action to attack, right? To haste.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so action was
Yeah.
to haste. And
So
then
you'd normally
2
get 4
attacks.
under haste, but obviously one action was to haste, so you made 2. Yeah. That brings us to this creature, who is going to try and horn you to the ground as it sort of clatters its horns to you. 17 to hit will not hit though.
No.
It reaches up and claws down at you. That's a pathetic 14.
It's really horny.
And then it tries to bite at your throat, getting another 14. Seeing its friend,
It doesn't have a throat.
seeing its seeing its friend failing miserably, this creature comes around and attempts to do exactly the same. It reaches up and shreds down at your chest for a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
You sure? Doesn't that miss
Fine,
you?
I'll use shield, actually.
Doesn't that miss you
no,
anyway?
21 does hit.
With
21
haste?
hits. Oh,
Haste
shoot,
gives you 2
I
armor
forgot.
class. You have base 20,
It
right?
does that.
I've got a 20 above your head. So, well, I had a
You're
20 above
so
your head. I've got a 19
right.
right now. But yes, okay, cool. So
Then
that'll
it
miss.
does not hit.
It'll
I
clatter
forgot.
you with
Eat
its
it.
horns.
Stupid
A
cat.
24 would hit, though.
Okay, then I'll use shield.
Great, I love that for you. With 27 armor class, it takes a bite at you. It doesn't
Come on,
hit.
get a nat
Imagine
20.
that. Glacius, you're up.
Yeah? Oh, I get to play. I forgot I...
Get in here.
Roll better if you want to play sooner.
Come on, finish the fight.
No.
Yeah. That's why we don't use D&D Beyond. We're gonna run up... If I can... Can I not go through that tree?
I don't know.
I
Can you not go
can't.
through
Can
that
I
tree?
not join Cap? No, I
This
can't.
tree, I
It's
think,
so
is a
big.
wall, yeah.
Yeah, you can't just walk through a tree. No, of course you can't. A stupid question.
Well, with that attitude.
Okay. Not. Yeah, exactly. CJ gets it.
I mean, I can.
Show us
Okay,
the
I
But
way.
you
can
don't
see
come
that.
out the other side. You come out at like.
If I feel like it, I can.
Sure. But usually you come out like Van Halia
Okay.
or at home.
All right.
are you doing?
I'm gonna attack. Attacking, with great weapon master.
Attack what?
Because I can do
Come on.
that.
You are exactly between 2 creatures. Can I have an indication, please? Thank you. Right, beautiful.
Coin flip.
I'm
You
helping
are,
my friend up there.
You are not flanking.
Thank you, brother.
You
Yeah,
are not
you're welcome.
flanking.
What if he
Alright.
scoots forward more, we'll be
I'm
flanking?
not-
He doesn't have any movement speed left.
Oh.
I do.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, that was 20 feet.
Okay. I mean, if you're behind
Well,
a creature, you're
I'll move
flanking, but if you're not
there.
behind a creature, you're not. Yeah.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Now you're flanking. Roll an advantage.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Now we're flanking. Let's go. Let me
Now
just.
you're
I think it's a
thinking
-5,
flanking.
right? Yeah, it is. Alright. Now we're
What's the
thinking with
-5?
Yeah.
flankers.
What's a -5?
Oh,
Are you
that's a
great
nat
weapon
20.
mastering?
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Yes.
Great
Silver
weapon
buffs.
mastering. Nat 20, baby.
Hell yes.
What?
Carry on, as you were.
Chimeras are these?
They've only
Alright,
got
so
silver
that's-
bows and Glacius attacks.
Incredible ability.
Oh, yeah. No,
It says
no,
it on
you're
the
right.
it
I
says it on
forgot
the
about
stat
that.
block. When Glacius attacks, use silvery bobs.
Weird
Go ahead, give me some
specific
deeps.
ability.
Ooh. So,
You remember you're
That'll
adding the
be-
max, yeah?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just.
Do you want to throw a card? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have
No.
card.
They're a little weak. Oh wait, but you know what? You know what? Is that creature is within 5 feet, so that means that he can take 5 cold damage.
Okay, are you
The
using a
injured
card or
one
not?
that Callum was beating up. No, I'm not gonna use a card.
Okay, cool.
But my weapon lets me deal just free 5
Yep.
cold damage.
Okay, done
I'll
that.
hit that top one. Take
Let's have
that.
the damage.
Ooh. So that
Um,
will be.
Can you ping your weapon for me? When you've done the
Yeah.
maths. When you've done the maths.
Yeah, 35 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 22 cold damage.
Okay. And then ping the weapon for me, please.
Oh my god.
This says Each creature of your choice. Okay, fantastic. I just wondered whether you just smacked Callum for 5. That's all.
No.
Glacia's second attack with advantage.
Yeah. Wait, did they take the full cold damage?
Yep. Do remember that this
I'm
creature
not
is in
used to
plate
this.
mail, so its armor class is higher than the other chimeras.
That's right.
Oh yeah. That is okay. It's not a nat 20, unfortunately, but that is a 27. That's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, that will be 24 slashing
Nice.
and 5 cold,
Nice. Creature severely wounded.
and then we're gonna bonus action attack.
Yep, give him the blunt end.
Yeah, that is 15.
15 hits.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that is 21 bludgeoning and 6 cold.
As you give it the blunt end, you thrust it down, and instead of just hitting it, you actually go through the back of its throat.
Let's go.
And Callum, as you saw this creature sort of raise up at you with its claws, suddenly the end of a halberd just pokes through its throat in front of you, rips out, and you just see Glacier standing over the dead creature.
Yeah, I give him a fist bump.
Okay, and I give him 2
Yeah.
chimeras.
Oh no! So my fist bump turns to a
Bring it on.
pointing. Look behind
Would you like to use a reaction to attack one of those, or are you saving it for not dying?
Yeah. Well, they're... No, I'm gonna... Wait, which one... Let me double check which one adds to your AC. No, I'm just gonna attack.
Okay, cool. Make your attack.
That's a 15 to hit.
It hits.
Hell yeah. That is 22 slashing with 8 cold.
Okay. And then that is an 11 to hit you. A 26 to hit you.
That hits.
That's 14 piercing damage. A 24 to hit you.
That hits.
5 bludgeoning damage. A nat 1 to hit you, which will miss. A 13 to hit you, which will miss. And a natural 20.
That will hit.
Dealing 24. No. Yes, 24 slashing damage.
Alright.
And that leads us to this chimera here, who takes one look at Jazara and the rest of you and thinks, why is this measuring tool not still a cone?
Return the
It's at the cone. It's back.
It does actually have to roll for this. Never mind. Okay, so it's coming at Sullivan with a 18 to
First
hit
one
you,
is
Sullivan.
disadvantage.
Okay, well, it's missed already. A natural 1 and a 12. It misses all 3 attacks. That creature's dead. Sullivan, you're up. Give me a perception check.
That's a 17.
Yeah. You hear the sounds of battle further to the
You're
south.
persuading.
Way
Yeah,
further
I
to the
love,
south.
Persuasion?
Perception.
Yeah,
Was that
Perception, Josh.
persuasion? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
I saw
that last
plus
time, too.
13. I'm like, that's not.
Wait in the chimera. Run
So
away.
yeah, with a much lower score, I'm sure.
A
No,
17!
Amazing.
with a
Oh,
5.
yes.
With a 5, you won't.
5?
Yes, because you don't get to re-roll because you rolled the wrong thing. You rolled a 4. It's a +1, so it's a 5. You hear the sounds of battle to the south, but one of the voices is very human, and you hear it calling out in harsh tones the incantations of spells. That's all. Take your turn.
That's a very powerful 5 to get all that. Goodness.
You're going to hear the battle regardless. If you kind of got higher, you might have known what or who it was.
Yeah, but to know that they're humans who are casting
Well,
spells.
humanoid, right? When we say human, I don't mean specifically a human. I mean like it's not a mandragore or a chimera or yeah, it could well be the Gutbusters.
And they're yelling in a language I know.
They're casting a spell, so it's a magic incantation of some sort.
But not in common.
No spells are cast in common. They're cast in spell language.
What's spell language?
You know, abracadabra, alakazam, Wingardium Leviosa, all that sort of shit.
Right, but the Harry Potter spells are said in Latin. And some made-up stuff.
Shamaba Baba.
Still...
Shamaba Baba. It's magical incantationification.
This isn't Harry Potter. This is Sogravia.
I always thought people chose what language they cast spells in.
No, it's always in spell language. It's like the words that you have to learn to the spell.
Oh, well, there goes my witch idea. I thought... Because
you can do that as a witch specifically. You can use long incantations instead, like, you know, Eye of Newt and Hair of Bat.
Oh no, I more meant I was gonna have them cast all their spells in what's the language that demons speak? Yeah, Abyssal.
Glacier speaks it fluent.
I do.
Yeah.
Well,
but
anyway,
no, for the most part, you hear sort of, you know, Hadouken, Abaraka, Abracadabra, Alakazam, Wingardium Leviosa. You know, any words that you've heard in the past that don't make any sense to anyone, that's what's going on down there. Regardless, take a fucking turn. We're going to be here all week.
Next war cleric, that's going to be their guiding bolt.
Oh my goodness. Street Fighter is happening.
Josh, take a turn.
I'm just gonna...
You're gonna hit the same thing again, yeah. Whack, whack. Brilliant. Love that for you.
That's
whack,
11
whack.
to hit.
That is pathetic. You miss.
You know what? Fuck you! How about that? How about that? Fuck you!
I love Sullivan rolling that, not even with a great weapon.
How about that? Fuck you, bitch!
Yeah!
20 for a 29.
Would you like to use a card?
You dumb hoe.
Would you like to use
a card?
You just called me a dumb hoe! Alright, go ahead and do your normal damage. Are you smiting?
Yes.
Okay, add a smite.
Oh my goodness.
I'll do it in a second.
Okay, so that is 26.
Horrible.
Oh, that hurts.
Plus 24 is 50. Plus 8 is 58. Plus 8 is 66. Would you kindly triple that for me? Which I believe will give you 198 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that makes up for every smite rolling like ones. Yeah. Does that kill it?
I sure hope so.
It had 104 HP. It is now dead. As you raise your blade, please describe what on earth just happened there.
Yeah, so what happened is that Sullivan raises his longsword to the sky, to the... Is the moon still there, right?
Both the moon and the sun are present in the sky right now.
To both moon and sun, and the sword gets engulfed in this blood red energy, and I just slash it down. Chimera's cut very cleanly in half, and each side just falls to the side.
Yeah. Do you do it long ways?
And then as the body falls apart, I see it still slightly slowly beating hard, and I take it in my hand and I squeeze it as the blood drips on my
well, that took a step. I think it falling in half was pretty cool. We'll end there. Any movement speed or bonus action from you, Donovan?
That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna go help Mr. Roboto over there.
Okay.
Aw, hey.
That's my tip.
Cool. Obi, you're up.
Alright, seeing Elliot, mercilessly crush the heart, he loses a friendship point.
Oh,
thank you. Oh my god.
That was just a joke.
Obi disapproves, -1.
But what I'm actually gonna do is the two dudes attacking Glacius are going to twin spells.
Hit him with the ice ball.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, yes, I am gonna do that. I'm going to twin spells.
Obi raises hands and feels indecisive.
I'm gonna twin spell Chilling Winds at the 4th level on both of them. So I need a con save from both of them.
Damn.
That's a 7 and a 21.
All right, the 21 passes. So this first one will be for the 7.
Yep.
The 23 plus 5. That's 28 to that one.
Yep.
And it has these effects on it.
That is the one that Glacius hit.
Sure.
Its movement speed is halved, right? Yeah. And you will continue to deal damage to it.
Yeah, each turn. Each of its turn. And then the second one just takes half this damage.
Yep, it is wounded, and this one takes 11 damage. Okay. Yep.
I just rolled again.
Oh, okay. 11, 10, same shit.
Second one.
Does that conclude your turn?
Well, they both have +5 on them because it's cold damage.
Oh, of course. Yep, yep. We don't half that though. We just deal 5. Cool.
Cool. Bonus action. I'm going to look at Elliot and I'm going to say, do lightning damage. I'm going to cast enhanced weapon.
Yep.
So you 2d6 in your next hit.
Yes,
Okay.
Lightning
sir.
damage.
Astrid,
And that is my turn.
a perception check, please.
Um, 12.
12. Yeah, as you look to the south, you see a wall of flame, though magical in nature. And you see a couple of chimeras sort of reaching through it. And a woman and man, the woman is wearing orange robes. The man is wearing orange robes, sorry. They have their back to you, but they seem to be fighting chimera to the south.
How far south? On the map south, or?
No.
Okay. Yeah, then
They're probably within bowshot range, but it's quite a long way. Like at least 150
yeah,
foot.
Long ball it.
Yeah, my range is like 600. So.
Yes, but you wouldn't be able. You haven't got a clear shot through the trees and anything, especially with a wall of flame blocking the path down.
Yeah, then I will. Hunters mark that one. Am I still hidden by these trees?
Yes.
Okay. That's really bad. That's a 10 to hit.
That'll miss.
And a 25.
25 will hit. Sorry, to specify.
23.
Oh, yeah, I see. It's got a hunter's mark on it. Is that the wounded
23.
one? Sorry.
No.
No, it's not. Okay. 23 will hit.
No, 23 damage. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yes. 23 damage. It is not that creature. Yeah, cool. Okay.
And that's me.
Why are you only taking... Oh, you missed with your first attack? Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Got a 10. Zavril.
Yep, just 1 second.
1.
Trying to get rid of this damn thing. Right, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah, so last one didn't work out too well, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I think I'm just gonna try to drop an ice storm on top of these two down the
Yep,
bottom
cool.
for now.
Roll the damage.
Uh,
I rolled a con save instead of a dex save. Alright, you can have the 11 and the 5. I'll skip over the second nat 20. It's like, oh, Zavril rolled, I'll get a nat 20. So that is 2 26s. Nice.
Very nice.
yep.
Okay, it's
I'll
difficult
just,
terrain,
drop
that's fine.
the
You know, you
basket
can
for the-
just leave it, please. There's too many things over there. I know they're in difficult terrain.
Okay.
Neither them nor Glacius wants to move.
Yep,
Cool.
that's
Okay.
fine.
Where's your fragile shield going?
For the time being, I'm gonna fragile shield Glacius.
Cool. Fox, you're up.
All right. Would one to the south. Hit him with a Hadouken.
Yep.
A guiding bolt?
17 to hit, 17 damage.
hits. Yeah, nice. Creature is... Oh, it's the bottom one, sorry. Severely wounded.
Cool, cool. Good old setup for myself.
Hitting the 1-2, yeah.
21 to hit. For another 17 damage.
Nice, the creature's dead. As you
Yay.
blast it through with a radiant spike of light.
Heal it.
Did you say heal it?
He heals it?
I said kill it.
Oh.
And then I revivify and do it again.
Everyone is bloodthirsty today.
Mildly wasteful, but pretty
I'm
cool.
not.
Fox, second creature turn.
I moved it there,
Yep.
and then Jazar goes.
Yep. That is a
Look at
pounce.
that. Pounce time. What is she? Right. With the claw attack, okay. 15.
15 hits.
So that is 9 damage and DC 15
The
strength
creature
save.
cannot be knocked prone.
What if I said please?
No, Sullivan had the same problem earlier.
Okay.
Too big.
Alright.
Kind of too
Claw,
big,
and
kind of
then-
too many appendages touching the ground. No, it's got wings flat out, it's got its paws and its feet. It could be knocked prone, but not by a push. It would have to be something that flipped it up upside down.
Gotcha.
Too fast.
Bite will miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Does that conclude your turn? Her turn.
Yes.
Kaloum.
Alright. Let's try and get this
I
thing.
believe you were in the process of decimating.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Oh?
That's gonna miss also. I'm using Great Weapon Master. It's
Sure,
doing
but
a
I mean,
really
how
bad
low are these
job
numbers?
now.
What are the
How low are
numbers?
these numbers, Michaela?
It was a 5 and a 8.
What, to hit?
Well, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, that was on the
Please. Please.
Total
I have a
would be
reaction
11.
to add stuff. I need these numbers.
dice. Alright, 11 to hit.
An 11 will miss.
And then an 8 total.
Do you want to do anything with the 11?
Yeah. To the 11, I will do weird. That's a +2.
Yep. 13 will hit.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're in studded.
Okay.
They're in studded leather.
Fantastic. 29 with the power of Fox.
Okay.
Twisting the stars.
Creature is
around.
severely wounded. What was the next one to hit?
Okay, now I'm doing the next two.
What was the other one? Okay, no.
Oh, the one. The other one was an 8 total.
Oh, okay, no, an 8 will really miss. Yes.
Yeah, that's super miss. This one is a 19.
19 hits.
Boom. 27.
As you robotically cleave through this creature on overdrive, it is
Yay.
removed. There is one remaining.
I'm gonna go over here. I also
Yeah, I
want to
thought you
try and
might.
see what's up with this wall
Advantage.
of fire down here. Oh, how fun.
Because you're flanking.
Okay.
Yo, let's tag team. Let's go.
Yeah, that's an 18.
18 will hit. Can you finish it in
Let's
one
go.
hit?
I don't think I can.
Uh,
Nope, no.
It's got 29
26.
hit points. Ooh,
Ah.
not quite.
Well, I haven't used my bonus action.
Oh, go on, Nye!
Maybe
Go on, Nye!
someone
Go on, Nye!
finish the fight, Master Chief.
Wait, no. You killed something. You have Great Weapon Master can attack again.
You
I
can.
do, but
you
I
could.
want Nye
You
to
could
get it.
alternatively use your bonus action to attack, but I like Nye. Yes. Roll to hit.
That's already
It's a 12 armor class. 3 hit
Jesus,
points.
well that was already a 13 on the dice, so
Yeah.
now I will
12
hit.
armor class, 3 hit points.
He cannot do less than 3 damage. Nye the goat does an extra 2 just to show off.
You turn him into a goat?
Unbelievable.
Seems a bit harsh.
Yeah, it's already a goat, right?
As you lay the smackdown on this final chimera. Oh, that is not what I was looking for. I missed by one.
Okay, Harry
I like
Potter.
that whimsical music.
Yeah, not the time.
Harry Potter time.
As you lay the smackdown on these creatures for the final time, you look to the south and you see the wall of fire rescind. And 2 people are approaching you.
Oh,
Bear with. I will.
How many chimeras did they fight?
You don't know.
great question.
You don't know, but they appear completely unharmed. Not
Okay.
even slightly hurt. But you've met these people before. In fact, you met them with a tower not that long ago.
I knew it!
This is Yolandar and Kerith. And his orange robes. I was trying to remember who was in his orange robes. And as they come up to you, Kerith sort of waves and... It has been shorter than I expected, the time between our last meeting and thus.
Yeah, hello, friend.
Please.
Who are you?
Just in a fight?
You don't remember these guys? They were in a divination tower at the beginning of the mountains with an astronomy observation area. They're from
Matt
a
might
Magus
not have been
Arcane.
there that day.
You might not have been there.
It's
But
these
he looks
guys.
in I'm sure you know why we have come. I'm sorry we did not get to you sooner. And he looks to Fox. But perhaps somewhere more comfortable. And he takes off his medallion, and as it begins to swirl, the clock gets larger and larger, and he throws it to the floor, and a large tower appears.
That's awesome.
Which we will, I think, take you into. I think we have art for that, right? Do we have art for that? Maybe we don't.
For the tower?
I don't think so.
Damn, why don't I have art for the inside of a tower? I should have art for the inside of a tower. We don't, but oh no, I remember. It's the backdrop of Kerith's picture is the tower you're in.
Oh, that's
yeah, of course. So yeah, as he gestures for you all to come inside, says, "I'm sorry, but our journey will have to be a little short. Our discussion will have to be a little short. We are in much hurry. You saw the events last night, I am sure."
Yes. I did.
Even for
Well
one who doesn't believe in omens, quite the problem. I'm sure you will agree.
Quite so. It's extremely concerning.
It is, and there is only one place we can seek answers, as I'm sure you know, where the stars fell. I know you planned a journey into the Shadow Vale, the group of you. In future, but we must go immediately and see where these stars have fallen, and if anything of the god to whom they belonged remain. She sort of tilts her head to the side and looks at everyone other than Fox. You are all...
Alright.
Rude.
No, you'll understand in a second. She's sort of... You're all friends, I'm sure. And your purpose is great. I'm certain. But perhaps not so urgent. She smiles and looks to Fox. We travel east, and we do so immediately. We would welcome one of your expertise. We were impressed by the knowledge you displayed when last we met.
I'm afraid I can't. My duty is here
What?
with these people.
Like,
what?
Jesus.
slap Elliot on the arm. Like, shh.
Shut
Such
up!
a time.
Just for small, I do find it funny that during this conversation, I'm just fully like night sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's noticed, and you will notice as well that her cloak is sort of covered in stars that are currently lit, and she also appears to be in some form of celestial apparition.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm sorry we couldn't ask a little more gently or give you more time, but we have one more person to visit before we head to the east, and we are in a hurry.
Right. Fox will sort of like glance between the group and them, and do you mind if I at least have a moment?
This was expected. If your answer is yes, we will return for you. You have the hour. And with that, they will gesture for you to step out. No, they won't actually. They'll just leave the tower standing. And they will simply vanish and dissipate, leaving just the group of you together inside their lovely tower. She's kindly left a pot of tea on the table.
It's a bit before Fox speaks. It's a very awkward silence.
So how about them? How about that weather, hey?
So, crazy sky outside, huh?
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. I know that I've promised to stick with all of you, but the events the past few nights and what we've figured out, it's... I mean, it's concerning in general, but this is more concerning for me, personally. I've never really talked about it. I've always hinted, but I've never openly said, but I was born under a constellation. However, I'm a reborn star in a sense. And from the starry form, the one that I've always sort of looked up at the sky, the one of the fox will form out of my body itself and be sitting on the table. And this little starry fox will sit before you all. Everyone, this is Vulpecula. They're me in a sense, but also not. I'm a fraction of them.
I think I get it. Fox, you have to do what? I mean, yeah, you have to do what is gonna work for you at the end of the day, and this seems very, very concerning, so I'm glad someone I can trust is on it.
And we support you.
I don't get it. What's happening?
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay.
oh dear.
Well, Obi, I need to go. I need to personally seek out these remains with them.
Obi's eyes get big and puppy dog. He looks up at Fox all sad.
He's like, do you have to?
It's okay. Here. This is something I was given to at a very young age. You've seen me pull out many friends from it before. And as I kneel down, I will give Obi my great break of tricks.
Obi starts to cry. He's sad.
Fox is terrible with people. Okay, he's...
Said, next person, please.
I won't pretend that I really get the whole star